if you understand the tax code and you know how to implement it legally, ethically, and morally, right? Whatever you think the big boys get, you can get it, notwithstanding your level in society. The only people who I feel really have a short end of the stick when it comes to taxation is the typical 9 to 5 W2 wage earner.
So I see now you are reading the tax code like a treasure hunt,
It
looking for
is, it
cool
is.
things, right? Ways to
No,
save
no,
money.
I mean, Christine, really, it is a treasure hunt. So I typically would say to people who listen to my webinars, I'm like, look, the tax code is a tool, it's not a trap. Okay. And that mindset is really very important. I mean, unfortunately, I think many in my profession have been trained differently. And so, one, I feel like most people in the tax planning and advising profession are not clear on who their clients are. I think many of us tend to think we are there to represent the Internal Revenue Service. One, that's not the thing. And then secondly, there is this inaccurate perception that the highest authority when it comes to taxation is the Internal Revenue Service. No, the Internal Revenue Service is not. The Internal Revenue Service is an arm of the government that takes the tax codes and the tax laws that the politicians have put in place, and they come up with their own interpretations and guidelines on how to implement the laws that the politicians have put in place. Now, we have the tax courts and we have the appeals court and we have the Supreme Court that is far above the IRS. So there are times where if an advisor is not really looking at the law and looking at the examples that the lawyers and the CPAs working for the politicians used to give you guidance on how to implement it, you could just be running only with the way the IRS is interpreting it. So that's why, yes, you're right when I said it's a tool, it shouldn't be a trap. There are treasure hunts there. Just like you mentioned, the tax code is the government's way of incentivizing every one of us behaving the way the government wants us to behave.